Morning, Lost people. It's Dave with Lost Farms Homestead. We're up here on the ranch again. It is about a little after 6 o'clock in the morning on Saturday, May the 31st. And I'm up here with Hope and True. We're going to be doing a little bit of work today on the earth bag house. I think I talked last week about doing some hyper adobe, and we were gonna do some of that, but the delivery didn't make it. The guy, apparently he brought it, and he was supposed to call us and then knock on the door, and he just like waited a few minutes and then drove away or whatever he did, I don't know, and he ended up not dropping off the materials. So we have to pick that up next week, so we might be working on that a little bit next week when we come out. But anyways, so instead of that, here I've picked up a few things. This here is a slider for the door. We finally did get a slider for it. And I got some glass bricks back here. These are actually pretty nice, inexpensive. I got them at the there's a place in Mesa called Stardust. It's like a reclaimed materials store. They got some pretty good stuff there. It's where we got the slider too, some of the other windows and stuff that we've gotten for it. So it's a good place to pick up inexpensive building materials. I mean, they're used and some of it's a little broken and scratched up or whatever, but it'll work for what we're doing. So anyways, so let me sit down, let's grab some coffee. Yeah, good coffee. Yum. So if you haven't tried Black Rifle coffee, I would suggest trying it. I would definitely recommend it. It's good coffee. So I prefer the Just Black. I also like the Silencer Smooth, and Liberty Blend is pretty good. So if you have a chance, check it out. It's good stuff. Also help out a good group of guys. They're all veterans, you know. Odd noises. I guess we're surrounded by animals, nothing new. So anyways, so I think today, because we didn't get the hyper adobe bags, man, morning English is difficult. I need coffee to lube the tongue so that I can speak proper. Anyways, so because we weren't able to get the hyper adobe bags, we had revised our plans so that we were going to come out here and rent a tractor and start digging the footings on the main house, on the big Earthship house. We were getting ready to break ground on that, and we're pretty excited about it. And got out here, and they didn't have any tractors available. Like, they had 2 tractors that are down, and whatever else they had that was available that we would have been able to use was rented out. So we weren't able to get a tractor. However, I was able to reserve a tractor with a different person who's like, I mean, he owns a business and rents tractors, but he's not like a big box business kind of place. He's just a small business owner. So that's actually a really good deal. It's Lackey Rentals, Equipment Rentals or something. I think he's out of Springerville. Yeah. So, and he was really good over the phone. Got it all set up. Everything's great. Good deal. I'll let you know how that goes whenever we do that. So, but if you're in this area and you need a tractor, so far he's been really good to us. So we'll see how it goes. But anyways, so next week we're gonna have the tractor out here. So then we'll be able to get that stuff done. So I think today, what we're gonna do, I think we're gonna just, because I got a bunch of rebar stakes and string line to line out the grid lines of the house so that we can make sure we're in the right spot and do the layout for where the footings need to go. So I think I'm gonna be doing that, and I think the girls are gonna be they're gonna put those glass blocks up in the shower and try to finish out the shower today, I think is what their goal is. So we'll get with them and make sure what they're going to be doing, and then I'm probably going to be doing that. So, and we'll see where we end up. But anyways, so that's the goal today. And then the tractor thing, I'm thinking, because I got the metal roof for the house, and we got to finish up the roof framing stuff also. I don't think I'll be doing that today. It's kind of a lot of stuff, and I kind of really need a second set of hands. I'm going to have John come out here and help me with that. So, but the plan is that we're going to come out Wednesday next week. I got all the roofing stuff for it. So I'm going to put that on a trailer and bring that out Wednesday morning, and we're going to drop that here and then go pick up the tractor and do the tractor work, and then take the tractor back. And we're staying out here from Wednesday, I think, until Saturday. I think we're going home Saturday. So that'll give us a nice chunk of time to get some stuff done. So hopefully in that time we can get the footings dug, get the rebar bent. I'd like to get the inspections done so that we can start pouring the footings. Because once we pour the footings, that opens us up to do all the tire wall stuff. And that's kind of what we've been waiting for. So, but anyways, and then get that roof on the bag house, and then get the windows in maybe so we got somewhere to stay. So, and I might work on some of the window stuff today too. I can't get the slider in because I got that chunk of rebar sticking up in the door that it wouldn't pound. I was pounding it down, and I think I hit a rock or something down underneath, and it won't go any further, so I'm gonna have to cut it off. But I'm gonna get out here with the grinder and chop that off, and then we'll get the slider in. So, but right now that's the plan, so we'll see how that goes. Anyways, so so on my mind, let's see, today I'd like to talk a little bit about blessings. You know, I mean, I've spoken before about, you know, blessings and being blessed and what we're doing, and seeing the Father's fingerprints all over what we're doing. And I mean, I talked a little bit about the window situation, because when we framed up the windows for the bag house, and if you've been watching it at all, you'll see how when we put them in, and then we figured out that when you stack them up on one side, everything shifts because all the weight's on one side and it shifts. And we should have put them in even rows all the way around, but we just kind of went up on one side and then up on the other side, and it shifted everything, and all of our window boxes and door boxes got way out of square. So what we're going to have to do is put in smaller windows and then shim it out. And that was a concern that I had a while ago, but a couple of weeks ago we went up and were doing some things for a weekend, the weekend that we didn't have a video. That weekend we were out of town for a while, and on the way back we stopped and just on a whim, it was odd because I was actually talking to Hope about it. I was telling her, you know, hey, you know, I'm a little concerned about these windows. I think we're going to have to do some crazy, you know, chiseling and weird chopping out in order to get them to fit, and it's not going to, you know, they're not going to work the way I had hoped or the way we wanted them to, and it's, you know, not cool. And so we were in Scottsdale, and we decided to stop at the Goodwill because, you know, Scottsdale, rich people have cool stuff, you know. So we went into the Goodwill to look around a little bit, see if we could find some things, and we actually found 4 windows, exactly the right size that we needed to shim out and make them fit in there, and they were really inexpensive, and we just picked them up, and we brought them out here last week, and I mean, they're gonna fit real nice. They're gonna work real nice for us. And then the situation with everything else, I got the metal roof. I got that all. I got the metal roof. I got all of the flashings. I got all of the clips. I mean, everything that we need to do that. It didn't cost me anything at all. It was just given to me, and we're talking about like a $8,000-$10,000 metal roof that was given to me for free, and borrowed me a trailer to move it with. I mean, how that's the Father telling you. But yeah, that's how I see it. Again, you know, a lot of people, they question what we're doing and, you know, our faith, and I gotta tell you, it's, you know, again, you know, people, they can say coincidence. Oh, it's just a coincidence. Oh, they, you know, they would have given it to you anyways. All you had to do was ask, you know, blah, blah, blah. And that might be, you know, that might be. But I feel like the Father put me in that place, you know, because not just anyone could have went up and asked that person and gotten all of that, you know. And I mean, I kind of really didn't ask for all of it. I asked, you know, for a little bit of it, and I got all of it. And I mean, you know, and I mean, a lot of that has to do with who I am and what I do and what I offer to that person, and, you know, in the things that I do. And I mean, there's a lot that goes into it, but at the same time, I mean, I feel like the Father put me in that place for a reason, and all of these things are happening for a reason, you know. And to me, that's the Father. So anyways, that's enough of that. So I'm gonna get some coffee and wake the girls up, and then we'll spend a little time in the scriptures, and then we'll get this stuff out to the bag house and get some work going on. So yeah, stick around and we'll see you in a bit. Thanks. So we got a new cook stove kind of a thing. It's you put the fire goes here, and then you keep the fire going under here and put the coals here, and then you cook on top of it. So, but the red brick right now is not cured, so we're gonna fire this thing up and cure it right now. this cook and fire so it can cure all the
It just needs a
red brick. Make sure it cures real nice.
break it
Get
in.
everything heated up. So, and then, yeah, keeps it nice and contained. Works real well if you put a pot on top of it to cook. It's good. So, yep, liking it. Good call.
You're welcome.
All right, so we are at the site of the big house, the Earthship, right here. The main house. This is going to be storage eventually, and we're coming off of it, and this is what we're going to use to do all of our measurements. If you watched any of the older videos, you'll see a long time ago we came out here and poured this footing right here. And this is the where we set this on, and it's sitting, and then those bars, this is going to be for a CMU wall that's going to come up, and then you can see the two short ones where the door is going to be. So we're going to put a door right here that'll go into this. So, but what we're going to do right now is we're going to take some measurements off of the container and pull out, and we're going to run string lines so that we can paint on the ground where we need to dig for the footings. So we're going to line out the footings right now and get everything situated so we can start the dig next week, because we're getting the tractor next week. So, and then once we get finished with that, we're going to work on the windows.
Put the windows in the cottage.
Yeah, we're going to put the windows in the Earthbag home, and we're starting to call that the cottage. So if you hear us,
it's a better name.
Yeah, if you hear us refer it to as the cottage, that's what we're talking about, is the Earthbag house. So
we would have done Hyper Adobe, but shipping.
Yeah, they didn't show up. So, all right, so I'm gonna set up over here, and then we'll start lining this out. And then once we get this all lined out, then we're gonna move over that way. So stick around. We'll see you in a bit. Thanks. Alright, so we have finished laying out the grid lines for the excavation for next week. I was going to, sorry it's a little windy out, I was going to paint out the outlines of the excavations for the footings, but I figured it's real windy and I don't know what goes on up here while we're gone, and I figured it wouldn't make any sense to paint the ground right now, so I'll just do that when we get back before we do the actual excavations. So this is the layout for the footings right here. I don't know if you can see well, but you can see there's grids and lines, and all of the dots, those are stakes, and then there's red lines in between the dots, and those are the string lines. So I'll show you what I got. Okay, so I've got 3 string lines going east-west, and then one going north-south, one really long one, and then 2 more east-west over here, and then there's one more long northwest, and then there's 2 here. So I've got 3 footings here, 2 footings here, one long one going all the way through, and then one here and one over here. So here, I'll walk you through it right now. So, and then the container was in the middle. It might get a little windy, so bear with me. So you can see here the string line right here that runs all the way down. You can see it right here, and it goes out all the way out that way. So that's the long one there, and you can see there's 2 short ones going there and there. And then if you follow it and then go this way, you can see I've got, actually here, it's right here. So there's one here, right there, and then another one right there, and then another one right there. So we're gonna have 3 footings. There's gonna be a footing right there where those 2 cross, and it'll go on the top and then down. And then this one here will go here like that. And then the third one right here, it'll go right down through here. And then this line continues through here. And then we have 2 more footings that go in over here. You can see there's that line right there. And then there's another one here that goes right there. So then these come off here, and that really long one that goes down the middle is right here, and that runs all the way down. Sorry, it's kind of windy. I don't know if you can see, but we'll follow it down in a minute. So there's that one right there, and then it connects with this, and then there's a footing that goes right here, down here, and then this is going to be part of where the end of the wall is. This line right here, from here that way, is going to be where the outside glass wall is, right here. And then over here, this is 14 feet this way. This here is where the inside glass wall is going to be. There goes my hat. Okay. Wow, it's a bit windy. Alright, so this line, this is the inside glass wall right here. And it continues all the way down. And this is 116 feet down. And I got hopes spray painting all of the pins right now, so the stakes, so we're easy to see them. But this right here is where the end of that is, and it comes out, and then here's going to be our other footing for the other one. So this goes back that way to the down there where the other one is. So I don't know how well he can tell what we're doing. Holy wind, good Lord. Alright, let me get behind something real quick. Good Lord. Whew. Okay, sorry about that. Okay, man, it's windy. So I don't know how well you can see what we're doing out here, and I realize that it's kind of, you know, I know what it is and I'm kind of trying to explain it, and I know that it doesn't make a whole lot of sense, but once you see it and once we start digging the footings and the tire walls start going in, then you'll understand, then it'll make a lot more sense. So, but so we got everything lined out, and I got the tractor rental set up for next week, so we're going to be out here on Wednesday. And Wednesday we're going to start actually digging footings and getting everything situated. So, and then we'll bend up some rebar and get them in. Hopefully we can get it inspected and then start pouring the footings. So, all right. I think right now we're going to go mess around and try and put some windows in the cottage house, the earth bag house that we've been working on. So I think we're going to go and try and put some windows in that and see how that works out. And yeah, I think that's where we're at for now. So stick around and we'll see you in a bit. Thanks. So we are in the cottage right now, the sandbag house. We're gonna work with the windows right now. I've got these 4 right here, and we got the 2. This guy here is gonna go up in this opening here. This one is gonna go in the vertical one right there, and then these 2 right here behind it, these 2. Those 2 we're going to put into that opening and that opening over there. So I don't know how much we'll get done today because it may be kind of a long, tedious process. We'll see how far we get, and yeah, so we're just going to stick them in. So I'm going to set up and we'll get these going and we'll see how far we get. So stick around. Thanks. Alright, so we're finished for the day. We got one window in. Here, check it out. So we got the one window in. And it's got the line of the clear bricks at the bottom right there. So bring it around to the inside. Sorry about the wind. Bring it around to the inside. This is what we got in here. So, and we were only able to get one of them in. We need to get back into town right now, get ready for the rest of the week, because again, we're coming out on Wednesday, so we only got a few days to get stuff ready for it. So we're going to get back into town and get that all ready for next week. So if you stick around, you'll see next week we're going to do a bunch of stuff. It's going to be a lot, so stick around. We'll see you then. I want to show you guys what we're doing up here. No, actually I already did that. Yeah, we already went through all of that. Alright, well, yeah, so, yeah, alright, see you next week. Thanks for watching, like and subscribe. See you next week.